welcome back everyone to side B of this talk about iconic vehicles from TV and movies and the films and the screen.
Yes.
I don't really know how to introduce this, but you know, we're now on side B. We have flipped the tape. This is probably going out as a second recording, but there we go. Them's the breaks, I'm afraid. Later on, we will be revealing what the Shonky Lab official mode of transportation will be. But first, before then, we've got more and more lists to go through of ultra iconic vehicles, I suppose you would call them. I am, as always, on this episode, joined by Mr. Lee Medcalf.
Hello.
And Hal Curtis.
Hello.
And yeah, well, who went last on the last one? It was you, Lee, wasn't it?
Was me with the Ecto 1.
So that is now Hal's go. It's not my go, is it? Hal, your go. Anyway, there we go. I've decided.
Okay. I'm going to go for the Hardcastle and McCormick car.
Oh my god.
That coyote thing.
Oh god.
Remember?
Yeah, hold on.
Looks like a 70s kit car.
Oh my god. Yeah, the thing that looks like a lady's shoe from the 1950s. A coyote.
That's the one, yeah.
Looks like it's got two toenails instead of lights.
Right, I'm Googling this to Google.
Yeah, Hardcastle and McCormick. Yeah, 1971 Volkswagen Coyote X.
Hang on. 1971.
Volkswagen Coyote X.
Okay.
It looks like it's
funny you should say that about the lights, because the only episode I remember was when he crashed the front or something and he had no lights and he was trying to drive as it was getting darker and darker and he couldn't see. But that's about all I can remember from the show.
Yeah. Oh, that thing. Okay.
It looks like it needs a manicure. It's just weird.
It's a strange car, isn't it?
It is. There's a picture I'm looking at, proper side-on view, and it looks like it's run into a wall and the nose is dipped. It just doesn't look in proportion.
It's all proportion everywhere, isn't it? Every which angle you look at it, it's odd.
Yeah, it's like 90% wheel arch. It's just weird. Weird looking thing. I put another picture in the chat for you, actually, Elton.
Okay, let me have a look. Do they all come in red?
Yeah, I guess so.
They're just coming in red, really, aren't they?
I'm going to say yes. It's a weird looking thing. Again, it's back to that kind of weird Zonda kind of thing of it's all out of proportion. It looks like a weird cockpit from a completely different car dropped into something which a 7-year-old might have thought was a sports car.
Yeah, it's as if you'd asked a 10-year-old to draw a Lamborghini.
That's it.
And that's what you've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the front.
If it's Volkswagen, it'll be a dodgy kit, won't it? 70s kit.
Well, it's like 3 or 4 cars rolled into one. The very front of it looks like a poor imitation of a Ferrari or Lamborghini supercar. The side, I don't even know what the side. It looks more like a Corvette.
Yeah, I was going to say Corvette.
And the rear just it is hiked up so much it looks like it should have a wheelie bar on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just and despite all of that, it still looks like it's been stepped on. It's like you think if you looked at it, if you sort of blocked off parts of it and you'd be able to go, oh, that's a Corvette, that's a whatever. And then you put it all together and it looks like it's about 3 feet lower than you'd expect it to be. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Right, this picture here, I'm just going to copy and paste a picture in for you guys. Hopefully this will work.
Okay.
Hoping that's... Hang on.
Yep. It says Elton McManus is typing.
Oh, it's about 1 million miles long, this link. Crying out loud. Why do they do that?
Just post it. Just stick it in there.
Hang on. Let me delete all that because I don't want that.
Hey, at least the Coyote's got gull wing doors.
Oh,
That's the only thing cool about it, I think.
See?
Oh, good. So when it's upside down and burning, you're trapped in it.
Why? If it's gold.
When's that going to tip over? It's so low to the ground.
Yeah, it would only tip over if like it literally had 100 people lift it up, or it ran into another one of its own kind.
And that's never going to happen, is it?
No. It would just act like a ramp for the other one, wouldn't it? Whichever one got there first and put the brakes on to dip the nose, the other one would go straight over.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd imagine if they touched each other, they'd both just disappear. It'd just be like matter and antimatter.
Back to the.
Or maybe it could be like a train. You could fit them all together because the way the front would fit under the back there.
Yeah, that's
you could
true.
have a big train of them. What a horrible thought.
Yeah, human centipede of Hardcastle and McCormick.
Yeah, indeed.
Do you think Hardcastle or McCormick would go at the front?
I can't remember which was which. Wasn't Hardcastle the old judge?
Yeah, who would be eating whose poo?
Oh dear. I honestly didn't think we'd be having this conversation when I dialed you up today.
No, well, you know, always happy to throw a curveball. Yeah. Well, you know, you start talking about human centipeding the cars, you know, we got to follow this right through.
I think someone did, didn't they, in that original film? Wasn't that?
Oh yeah,
what
someone
was
did
talking about.
Yeah, someone did follow through. I mean, you know, if you're gonna, no.
That was the idea of it, though, wasn't it? Surely.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you just got to just hope that when they stitched it together, they removed your taste buds. Really. Anyway,
horrible thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
How's that hot chocolate coming along? Good.
I've got a hot chocolate moustache at the moment.
We've gone round in a circle.
That was the third film, wasn't it?
Yeah. This coffee tastes like shit.
Oh, dear.
Austin.
I've never heard of this car, by the way. Never seen it, never heard of it.
No?
Never. No. It's got a Ford GT-esque look about it.
I guess that's what they were trying to achieve.
Yeah.
It's just weird. It's just a weird looking thing. It's, I in some ways, I don't like sports cars or cars that try to look like sports cars, because it's almost, you get that sense that this thing, if you put the foot down, you know, you get a white van man just shoot past it 100 miles an hour.
Well, it's just that dodgy kit car thing, isn't it? They all looked kind of wrong, like Condor Man's car.
Oh God, Condor Man! Now there's a film that we need to do. That's a what?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
That's a cracker.
Wasn't that before he went and did all these musicals? Phantom Opera.
Yeah, Michael Crawford jumping off the Eiffel
That's a
Tower.
superhero film, you know. So.
Yeah, shitty superhero all in one. That's a cracker. That is.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, there you go. If nothing else comes of this cast, me looking for Condor Man online will be the thing.
Wow, that is a car and a half.
What, the Condor car?
Yeah, Condor Man's car.
Condor Man's
That's
car.
a Nova kit car, apparently.
Yeah. Condor Man's car that's a proper Matchbox car, isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
Yes, that's definitely one of those cars which someone thought, I know, we'll just put this really cool looking Lamborghini kit over the top of it, over the top of basically a Ford Escort. It's
kind of ripping off the smoky thing with the bonnet a little bit.
Yeah.
Slightly.
It looks like it's trying to be a Ford GT as well, or something like that, isn't it? It's got that kind of weird look. And then it didn't it turn into a boat at one point?
I think it does, yeah.
It's like a hovercraft shit around the outside.
Oh, shut up. Did it?
Yeah.
Like a balloon thing that comes out around the sides.
Right, if the docket hasn't changed by the time we get off of this recording, I'll be very disappointed.
No.
Oh, it flies out of an old truck as well.
Oh, that's right.
An old, like, Charabang type truck thing.
Yeah, and it used to have the theme Condor Man.
Well, you can even get a toy with it firing out of the guinea.
Oh God!
Right, I found a picture. Right, I'm going to try and drop this into the chat. It hasn't been working for me today. Hang on.
What? The Condor Man?
Yeah, the Condor Man, but it's on water. Oh, why do you keep doing these long?
There's a Condor Man car on water where he basically it looks like someone's stuck a car to a rubber dinghy.
That's it. Yeah, it's up in the air.
I don't know, but that's what they did. It had this kind of rubber dinghy kind of attachment that kind of blew out the sides.
Right.
And then there's the actual Condor boat, which is like a little like a power boat kind of thing.
That's a bit like the Bat boat, wasn't it?
Yeah,
yellow.
3-person kind of thing. But yeah, that if you've got a picture of it looking like a Lamborghini and someone's dropped it on top of a rubber dinghy, then
I've seen that.
That's the one.
That's the one. Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, the Porsches in that the bad guys' Porsches were kits as well. They weren't real Porsches.
Well, let's be honest.
I seem to remember hearing years ago.
It wasn't what I would call the most high budget film.
No, by no means.
The bird on the front of the car as well. You go back to the Smokey and the Bandit, the Firebird, and that just looks class. It suits it. Condor Man's bird, or condor, on the front of it, it looks like it's roadkill, and it's just splattered down the side of the cars.
Yeah.
It's not the best design.
No, it definitely looks like someone was standing on the bonnet and then just took a big shit at high speed.
Wow.
You know what I mean? He hit the bonnet and ran down.
2 people, one on each side.
Yeah. Yeah, it just kind of ran down the sides, just sort of split.
Yeah, just the speed of the car pushing the
Shows
poo
how
around.
fast it is. And it goes all the way down the side of it, look.
Yeah, before it dries out.
Yeah. That's those rockets at the back that dry it out.
Yeah, those blue rockets. Oh, that's so classy.
It's crusty puddles at the back.
I went to see that at the cinema when it came out. That's bad.
Yeah, I think Krusty Puddles was actually the name of the character. But yeah. Oh.
Is that the baddie with the silver eye? Yeah, like a metal eye or something.
He did. That's right. Oh God. Yeah. Oh, now, man, that's yeah. If I can find this, it's going on the fucking docket without a doubt.
I'll look forward to that one.
Yeah. Oh, and it also had. I'm just looking on IMDb now, but it had Barbara Carrera in it, as sort of a Bond girl who was. Yes, she was. Yes, she was probably the most appealing thing about that entire film, to be honest. That's all I'll say. So. Yeah, I think it's fair.
Okay, well, I'm going to jump in now.
Go on in.
From Condor Man, I'm going to go to another superhero car.
Okay.
This is the superhero car. This is the 1955 Ford Lincoln Futura concept car used in Batman.
Yeah.
The Batmobile.
Oh,
absolutely. I love that car.
The Batmobile.
I don't think you could have this episode and not have this in it.
Yeah.
It would be rude to not mention it. In fact, didn't we sort of touch on it before a little bit and then said we'd save it until later, which is now?
Yeah.
We touched it with just the tip of our tongues and then retracted.
There's no need for that kind of visual imagery after we've just had shitting on Condor Man's car. Just taking it too far, Elton. I mean, the original 66 Batmobile is absolutely iconic. It is as iconic as it ever
Honestly.
gets. I mean, right down to the fact that if you look at it from the front, it's actually a bat's face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The actual it has those little nose on the air intakes and right in the center, and it's got the sort of ears and the eyes, and it's so cool. In fact, it's so cool that they actually, for a comic, they took the Batmobile and actually designed a Batman's costume using the same design ethic.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it looks really good. I'll see if I can find it for you while at it. But yeah, I mean, come on. Atomic batteries to power, turbines to speed.
See, I heard that as a prototype, it wasn't really, it was pretty worthless and nobody was interested in it. So they dressed it up with the black and red and the bat badges, etc. And suddenly it looks absolutely iconic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was amazing.
I think it's just a cracking motor. It suits Batman and the style of that show down to a T. It fits so well. And it is also, when people mention the Batmobile to me, this is the Batmobile that pops in my head straight away.
Me too.
Yeah.
I do then think of other Batmobiles that have happened, but this is the first one that registers with me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
did you both have the toy?
Yeah. With a little blade thing that came out the front.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Fired rockets, lost straight away.
Yeah. Exactly. There, in the chat is the Batman costume that was inspired by the 66 car. There you go.
Right.
Look at it.
I had the toy of that car. Well, it was my grandparents, and they had a big suitcase for the toys. So when we came over, we had something to play with, and they had one in there, and it had the rockets. And am I remembering right? You pushed it along, then the rockets would fire.
I don't remember.
No, the only thing I remember that used to do that was the Captain Scarlet one.
Right.
Scarlet SPG, which was looked like a sort of blue tank that you could push along, and then
yeah.
and the thing came out the side, and Captain Scarlet was kind of pointing in the wrong direction, which never made much sense to me. But
yeah, I remember the blue thing coming out the front as well, and I could play with that toy for hours and hours. I just have so many fond memories of playing with that, and I used to watch the TV series when it was on early mornings. I think it was on Wackaday, or they had it early mornings during the summer holidays.
pretty much all the time.
Yeah. It was on rotation, wasn't it? And just loved it so much. And I even have a fond memory of them speeding the video up as well as the Batmobile drove off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Out of its bat cave.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Starsky and Hutch speed up to make him go across the bonnet.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, that suit is cool.
It isn't bad, is it?
That's all right, actually. Yeah.
That's a good look for Batman. I like that.
I like the red on his gloves as well. That is
Yeah.
nice little touch.
Yeah, that was done by Alex Ross. If anyone's interested, it's from Kingdom Come 2. And basically, yeah, it's the Batman costume that essentially looks exactly like the old 66 Batmobile.
That's
Pretty
excellent.
switch. Yeah, like that.
Okay, Lee, what do we have next?
Well, okay. I've got a couple, and you can see how I was Googling. So I'm going to do two at the time in this one because you'll see where I'm going with the Google on this one. The first one is Hong Kong Fooey's Fooey-mobile.
This one.
Yeah, the Fooey-mobile, which was pretty damn cool because it had a little pagoda on it, and the pagoda would open up with a little helicopter.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is rapidly followed on by another one, and let's just see if you can figure out the theme. Yeah, which is the car from Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, that dog thing.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Can you spot the theme?
A marker?
Yeah. Yeah. Hong Kong Phooey being a dog. And then I just typed dogs and cars. And I got both Hong Kong Phooey's car and the dog grooming car from Dumb and Dumber.
Please
It's
tell
that fucking tongue sticking out of it. It looks ridiculous.
Please tell me when you typed in dogs and cars, you got pictures of dogs and hanging their heads out of cars.
Oh, yeah. Well, that goes without saying.
Good. I'd be disappointed if you didn't.
Yeah. But you get all sorts of other stuff, like people getting Instagram images and putting like them on the cars. And there was another car which I got, which was brilliant, but it's not in a film. I'll see if I'll put this through and then I'll describe it to everyone once you've seen it.
Just talking about dog grooming, can't you get arrested for that?
Only if you do it on the internet.
It's all right. We're not recording or anything.
No. There you go.
What the hell is that?
That, my friend, is someone dressing a Volkswagen Beetle to look like an Alsatian.
Oh my god.
See?
Oh, it'll be a German then.
Yeah,
German Shepherd.
exactly. Yeah, it's a German car. See, the internet.
Oh dear.
The internet will provide if you go searching for anything.
There's a Sergeant Pepper
Also has the
Lonely.
tongue sticking out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in the Sergeant Pepper's car behind it.
Yeah. It's great, isn't it?
What the hell is that? Is that Ringo at the top with purple hair?
Yeah. Herbal hair Ringo made out of papier-mâché. What I want to do is why the people at the back, right at the very, very back, seem to be lying down as if that sort of Day of the Dead van has rolled over them.
Yeah, they are.
So, yeah, but there you go. So, yeah, Shep. That's that Volkswagen. Shep. But that doesn't feature in the film, so it's not admissible, unfortunately.
Well, no, it hasn't. No TV or film or
TV or
on
film.
TV. No,
sadly not. But can't go wrong with a car that looks like a German Shepherd.
Dumb and Dumber though. What the fuck?
Yeah,
there is a van that looks like that around our way in Dunmo, I think it is.
Dumb though.
No, honestly, it is in Dunmo.
Right. Sorry, I thought you were doing.
I thought.
A pun.
No, there's no pun, no joke or anything like that. I think they walk dogs and they drive around in a car very much similar to the Dumb and Dumber.
There's just, yeah.
If I see it again, I'll take a photo of it and prove it.
There was a whole thing of people driving around in cars with grass stuck to them at once.
That's what I was thinking of them.
Don't know quite what the deal was with that, but I remember seeing a bunch of smart cars around London for a while and they all had grass stuck to them.
What is it with the eyelashes as well on cars?
There's no need for that.
No need at all.
Carol tried to get me to do that and I said, nope. Way.
Or the new Beetle with the little vase thing and a flower in it.
Yeah.
And people keep it in there as well.
I know. Why? I mean, I put my foot down. I was like, nope, absolutely not. No way. I remember when did Force Awakens come out? Because
I don't even know what that is.
The Star Wars.
No, doesn't register with me.
Shut up. Fool. But anyway, a Star Wars film came out that you might not have seen, Elton.
2 years ago?
Maybe. And basically, it was near Christmas, and I was like, "Nope, you're not putting eyelashes on my car. Not doing that. No way. Thank you very much." Anyway, late at night, I'm running in, gonna watch this film. Quick! Jump in the car, drive off, and everyone's staring at me. And what I hadn't realised was, although I hadn't got eyelashes on my car, what Carol had done was put reindeer horns on it.
Oh dear.
So I had reindeer horns and a big red nose on the bonnet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Classic.
So, yeah, it was good. I didn't feel like a complete pricking Greenwich at all.
The reindeer antlers,
Yes.
Were they the ones that you wind your window down, put them on, and then wind your window back up to grip them in?
Yep.
Yeah.
They were in the back. They were in the back windows, and I couldn't reach them. I didn't really realize they were there. And then, like I say, then the nose was like a big puffy fabricy cushion thing, and it had been with a little cable tie that had been put through the grille on the front of the car.
Yeah.
I had no idea such things existed.
Well, neither did I until I saw people staring at me as I'm standing there in one-way system in Greenwich. But apparently it does, yes.
Nothing screams chav more than little England flags hanging out of your car on them little sticks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that excites it.
Yeah, well, I didn't go that far. Come on, steady on. Let's not get too carried away.
No, fair enough. No. Eyelashes, yeah, okay. Little flags, no.
Yeah. Well, there's a thing. There's a slight difference between sort of like I'm making myself look like a pillock with turning my car into a reindeer.
Yeah.
And then there's, oh, by the way, here's some trappings of racist memorabilia I'm just going to drive around town with. There's a subtle line.
Yeah, that I suppose it is it's almost a racist flag now, isn't it?
Well, exactly.
God damn our country, for crying out loud.
I know. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what it is. You know, you're driving around with bloody EDF forever on the back of your car. I mean, that probably wouldn't do much good. No one would be asking you if you were doing your electricity. You know, if you can save them some money on bills, gas bills, they'd be setting fire to your tyres.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry.
Okay. Anyway, who's next? Is it Hal?
Yeah, well, I'm going to go for not just one car, but a group of cars in the film Death Race 2000.
Oh.
Because they're quite silly-looking cars, but kind of awesome at the same time.
This is the, what's his name?
Carradine.
Oh, is this the old version?
Yeah.
Einstein and Machine Gun Joe the Turbo and...
Yeah, I was on holiday when Black Dog covered that, so I didn't see it.
Oh, didn't you?
No, I was in Spain.
Must revisit that again then.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Just look up Frankenstein's car. That's what you got to do.
I've seen the Statham version of it.
No, nothing.
No.
You're completely and utterly just no. You got to see the original Frankenstein car. That's what you got to see. Just type that in. That'll sort you out. You'll realise where it's going quite quickly, and then you'll not want to watch look at the rest of them.
Okay, Frankenstein.
You will be questioning Hal's sanity, however.
I've got a man in a gimp mask.
Yep,
that's the one.
Oh my word! It has teeth at the front.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
And spines.
Yeah, it does.
Made out of cardboard.
Yeah, they are.
That's amazing.
No, it's not.
What is it, a Corvette?
I don't know. I don't actually know what it is.
There is a Corvette made up like that, but I don't think the original one's a Corvette. I'm not sure.
I honestly don't know what it is. I mean, I can Google it up, but I was going to say the other thing to look for is Machine Gun Joe's car. That's a cracker. Well, wow.
That the one with the big knife?
Don't tell him.
Hang on.
Yeah.
That's quite something.
Yeah.
Machine Gun Joe. Here we go. A black thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a bloody great big knife on the front.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a bayonet.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
And talking like the dog cars, there's the one that's like a kind of cow.
That's
or bull, I suppose. With the big bull horns and nice furry.
Why has that knife got a handle? As if anyone's going to pick it up.
No idea. Yeah.
The hell?
They must have run out of ideas by the time they got to this one.
Yeah, I'll just stick a car on it. They probably just drew a knife and then drew a car around it and then gave it to the design team, and the design team didn't even question it. Yeah. They're saying, hold on, I'm just looking online here. The original Frankenstein car can be bought. You can buy the original car for Frankenstein's car for $13,000. The original.
The one actually used in the film?
Yep. Yeah.
That doesn't seem too bad for a screen car.
No. Was it? It's a Tribute 68 Beetle. A Beetle? No, that can't be right.
Well, it could be a Beetle chassis.
Yeah. Apparently it's a Beetle. It's a Volkswagen Beetle with a bunch of shit stuck all over it. That's just, yeah. Yeah, and you can buy a Beetle and its kit to make it original for 10 grand. There you go.
Because that'd be rear engine mounted as well, wouldn't it? So
yeah. It's a Volkswagen Beetle with just the chassis. That's amazing. Still looks fucking ridiculous. You wouldn't go down to shops driving what essentially is a fucking crocodile with an overbite, but you know,
not without your gimp mask.
Not without your gimp mask, no. I mean, you know, let's be honest. It's a unique look, but you know, I suppose on the one hand, you'd be on the plus side, you wouldn't actually have to worry too much because no one would nick it.
You wouldn't have to queue anywhere either, would you?
No. No one's gonna let you stand in their queue for too long. Actually, yeah, it must be a Beetle because if you look at the picture, I don't know if you see a picture of David Carradine driving it.
Yeah,
but he's like about 6 feet up in the air off this thing. It's like he's sitting on a stool on top of the car. He's huge. Hold on, here we go. Paste that in here. You look at his head.
Yes, he is, isn't he?
Look at
like Tom Selleck in.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't want to roll that over, do you?
No,
your spine will be compressed straight away.
Well, actually, I think your head will be taken completely off, seeing it's the tallest bit of the car. Your head will be used to brake. Yeah, that's not good.
That is
awesome.
It's
definitely sitting higher than the passenger there by a considerable amount.
Yeah, by a long chalk. Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, yeah. The cars from Death Race 2000 were ridiculous.
Yeah, what a shame I missed that one.
Yeah, well, you know, like I say, when it comes around to an anniversary, we'll do it again.
Oh, okay, excellent. Yeah, I'll probably miss that one as well.
No, you won't. Oh, yeah. You're already getting away with Underworld. Let's not push it.
Yeah. Okay, right. I think it's my choice to choose one now, isn't it?
It is.
Okay. There's an iconic one I really want to choose. I'm going to go for a couple of vans now.
Okay.
Go on.
I know I've already done a van, but I'm going to throw a couple in. The Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo.
Yay.
Yeah.
And the Winnebago from either Spaceballs or Breaking Bad.
Ooh. Well, Spaceballs doesn't count because that flies. It's a spaceship.
Yeah, okay, fair
looks
enough.
like a Winnebago.
Right, then Breaking Bad then.
Yeah, Breaking Bad's one, yeah. But then what's iconic about it, apart from the fact that you can't get anywhere near it because it's pushing out meth clouds all over the place?
Well, it's... nothing really. It's just appeared on TV, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's interesting, especially all the, like I say, the fact you can't go in it without like hazardous material protection.
Yeah. There must be other films with Winnebagos in there.
His car is shite, isn't it?
What is that?
Vehicle.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
It's made of plastic. What is it?
Oh.
God, I don't know. They didn't make many of them because they were rubbish. I seem to remember reading somewhere.
When I first saw it, though, I thought it looked all right. And then I heard it was utter pile of shit.
Are you talking about the thing that looks like an SUV?
Yeah. With the stupid, silly lights on the front.
Oh, God, that looks like... Oh, yeah.
Apparently it had a ridiculous size engine, but was really underpowered.
Hang on, I'm going to Google Walter White's car.
Well, yeah. Go from Breaking Bad to... sorry. There's a few pictures... There's a few pictures of it, and one of them's actually saying that you can play this in Forza.
A Pontiac Aztec.
Look at it.
That's it, yeah.
I tell you what, it is. Shit. It's really
fucking indicators right on top of the wings there.
Yeah. That's so that if he's chasing Crockett from Miami Vice, he can blind him with the rear view mirror.
The only thing I like about it is it's the shape of the side profile of the windows. The front of it looks god awful, but the windows on the side and the shape of them, and especially the one that covers the boot.
Yeah, that boot one does look quite cool. It's quite sort of 80s futuristic.
It's very, how would you say?
Toyota Prius from the back.
F-111,
It's
I suppose.
square up. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like the stealth bomber. That sort of window.
Fuck paying $1 billion for your stealth bombers, mate. Look at the state of that thing. That is like when one of your kids decides to draw a car for the first time.
It is another one of those, like the McCormick one, isn't it? That's just wrong from most angles.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I'm looking at about 25 pictures here on my screen, and I can't see a single one that makes me think that's a car I'd buy. It's almost like that bloody horrible. What's that bloody horrible Fiat one that looks like someone dropped a car on top of a car, like the Pope Mobile. that fucking horrible thing.
Oh, the Multipa, is it, with the 3 seats in a row?
Yeah. That fucking. What was the designer thinking about that? Really?
They were going for something totally different, weren't they? Because you had a space of a few of them cars come out. Like the Cube came out as well, didn't it?
Yeah, but the Cube was at least square. This thing, I don't know. It looks like someone started drawing one car, then he got fired, and then someone rubbed out the bottom and just put another car on the bottom. It's like someone got a I don't know, Ford Mondeo and then dropped a fucking smart car through the roof.
Hasn't it even got like lights on that top bit just under the windscreen there?
Yeah, I stuck a picture of it in the chat.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, looks so wrong.
Right.
Ugliest fuck ugly car I've ever seen in my life, and the bloody gear sticks right in the console. What's the point of that?
Right, I'm dropping a blog into the chat.
Go on.
This is a link to top 10 cars no one asked for.
I see it.
Oh, the PT Cruiser. I know someone who's got one of them, and they are fucking...
Oh, dear. Why would you?
Yeah, but the convertible. Oh.
It's even worse.
Oh, God, that's awful.
Yeah.
What else have we got here? The Suzuki X90. Man.
That looks like a kid's toy.
Yeah, what's the point in that?
He looks like he should have feet coming through the bottom, pushing it along.
I remember someone who drove one of those around. He was like a big bloke, skinhead, and it was his wife's car, and it was pink.
Oh, man.
You got the Fiat Multipla there.
Yeah, of course, no one asked for that. Like I say, it's absolute shit biscuit, that is. I mean, what is that? What is that? A Scion XD?
I don't know, that's quite JDM, though.
What? Quite what? Sorry?
Japanese domestic market. Japanese cars, basically.
That just looks like that's the kind of car you build in Lego when you've only got like 6 or 7 bricks.
It's got a church pew on the front for a bumper.
Yeah, that bumper is far too much.
You could sit your children on that bumper.
Yeah, it looks like it. You know, they say cars have faces.
Yeah.
The Scion looks like it's going like this. It's got its jaw stuck right out and it's going, hello. I'm sticking my jaw out. Go on.
Oh, there's the one that's a Nissan Micra with a Jag-style front end.
Oh.
That looks bloody awful.
Oh, what's that? Is that the?
It looks like a Nissan Micra has eaten a Jag.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
A very small Jag, though.
the
It's
Will
only like,
V?
not a tiny face.
Yeah. Again, it's just wrong.
The Vute.
Very,
God.
The Vute. The fuck is a Vute? I mean, that's. I mean, it's shrunk everything in width wise. So, I mean, this is going to sound totally inappropriate, but at this point, too late. But the grill looks like some kind of weird labia vagina thing going on there.
Uh-huh.
It's like the sort of thing you'd see if someone sat on a photocopier.
It'd be a bit of a yawning donkey if it is.
Well, yeah. I mean, I never said it was. It might have been zoomed in. But it's definitely that's just wrong. It's so wrong.
The one above it, the Will VI or V. There's something of the Citroen Dolly about it. I think it might be the grill on the doors.
Side bit on the doors, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh God!
Is this for us or for the people that are listening? Because I'm not sure they're privileged to the same visual information as we are.
No, I mean, I guess this is all to go in the show notes and the Facebook group, but
You'd like to think so, wouldn't you?
I'd love to think so.
For people listening to this, then listening to three idiots talk about cars, which are pictures on their computers, just Google the top 10 cars no one asked for, and hopefully you'd come up with this.
Yeah, the Will Vi looks like the sort of car you'd get if someone decided to make a car out of one of those little storage sheds that you make out of on the side of your house.
Just needs a rake hanging out of it.
Yeah, and an ill-fitting roof that hasn't been pushed down hard enough to lock.
Wow. That's a nice little side note.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got one. I've got a car for you. I've got a for you. This one might be a bit obscure, but what about the EM50 Urban Assault Vehicle from Stripes?
To Google again?
Which is effectively a 6-wheel camper van, but has missile launchers and rockets and everything in it, and generally
Okay. What was the model number of that?
It's an EM50 Urban Assault Vehicle. Basically, I've just put a picture of it in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah. I see.
It looks like an American style camper van.
Crossed with something off Thunderbirds.
Yeah. But in the film, like all the sort of air intakes and the air conditioning units that are on the top suddenly sort of dip down, and then like missile launchers come out, sort of Iron Man style.
That's amazing.
Have you never seen Stripes?
No, I've never seen that.
I don't think so.
Oh my Lord. No, that's going on the docket.
Oh,
that's
bloody
it.
hell.
It's another one.
This happens every time we have a chat. Every single time.
Oh, come on. I mean, you haven't seen Stripes, for goodness sake. Just wrong.
That's so cool. I really like that.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's supposed to look ridiculous.
No. I like it.
Oh, good Lord. Okay.
There's something about the there's a certain, is it that? Yeah, that very image that you put up there, the back window, going back to the Jaguar type front.
Yeah.
Of the car we were just talking about.
Oh,
yeah, that window, the way the curtains are.
It's
quite similar.
And there goes our last female listener. Right. Yeah. The Stripes is a dated film, but that sequence with the car where they break through the Czech border and rescue some prisoners of war is insane. It's even got a flamethrower built in somewhere, I think, if I remember rightly.
There's a Lego model of it.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Nice. Well, there you go. That's assured its position of greatness.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's cool. I quite like that. Okay.
You would.
Yeah. I would. Yeah. What you got?
There's one obvious one that we've missed, which I'm just going to use as a segue, and that's the DMC-12 of Back to the Future. But I'm not going to go for that. I'm going to go for the one that nobody ever really mentions, and that's the black Hilux at the end of the film.
Oh, what?
The 4x4 thing.
Yeah, the Mark 4x4.
Oh, yeah.
Polishing.
Yeah, awesome looking machine, that. And as we've all seen on Top Gear, probably, quite a tough machine.
Yeah.
Is that the one that goes to the North Pole? Sorry, South Pole.
I think so.
So what they set fire to and drop off buildings and all the rest of it.
Oh, that one. And then the engine would still turn over?
Yeah. That's
right,
the one.
okay, yeah.
Isn't it the one that he also strapped the toilet seat to the back of? And you just get that shot across the Arctic tundra of the car driving away with James May taking his shit, being dragged across the Arctic tundra.
I seem to remember. I think that was a Toyota, what they took to the South Pole.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm sure it was.
I'll be honest though, all these kind of boxy 4x4s, they all kind of blend into one for me, so I'm probably not the best person to review those kind of things, but yeah. You just, all I know is that you see something like that and you think, there's a mum in there and she's dropping off her kids from like 20 feet away.
You're talking about my missus there.
Yeah. I bet she's got one, hasn't she?
Yeah, we got a 4x4.
Yeah, of course you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we do live in the sticks, so we're all right.
And where is the school?
It's a walk.
Yeah, I thought it might be. Is it a big walk?
No, when we're just dropping the kids off and coming back home, we walk.
Mm-hmm.
But Amanda drops the kids off and then goes to work.
Uh-huh.
So that's slightly different. And then from next year, she won't even be doing that because Kimmy gets on the bus.
Oh, so you'll be getting rid of it then?
No, why would I do that? I look like a drug lord in my car.
Oh, yeah. Pimping it around Great Yeldham.
Yeah.
Playing some fat beats.
It's the mayor's car, don't you know? There goes the mayor, they say.
There he is. Get him. Oh, dear.
Well, since it is mentioned, should we talk about the Back to the Future DeLorean itself?
I was just thinking that might be a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, that was such a cool car, wasn't it? I mean...
Yeah.
But was it... Did you ever like the DeLorean before it got the Back to the Future treatment?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Thought it looked pretty cool, yeah.
Or was that just the Gullwing thing, was it? Or...
Just the kind of sleek shape. The Gullwing as well, but just kind of the sleek shape of it. Because it... I don't know, and the colour and everything, it just kind of looked futuristic straight away. Back in the day.
Yeah. Well, it still does. I mean, didn't they remake them? Didn't they start rebuilding them again?
Yeah, I've heard that. I don't know if they actually did, but I've seen images of how it should look and everything. But I don't know if they actually have.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about the DeLorean until I saw Back to the Future, so I have no frame of reference for that.
Yeah.
But I still think it looks bloody cool. It's always going to be that car, though, isn't it? But what was the Volkswagen that looked very similar to it?
Scirocco.
Yeah. I liked them because it looked like the DeLorean, or it's the closest thing that you could get.
But it wasn't made out of aluminium, was it? Because that was the whole thing with the DeLorean. It was aluminium, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That was part of the story in Back to the Future, that they used the DeLorean because it had aluminium frame, so it helped the time travel machine or whatever. But I always liked the DeLorean because of the gull wings and all the shit that was inside it in Back to the Future. But I don't remember ever looking at a DeLorean before Back to the Future and going, Actually, I really like that. Well, it struck me as being, how can I put it? Bit of a poser's car. Because it was all shiny and the wings come. Sorry?
I guess it would have been back then, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It was that whole thing of, you know, someone would drive past and then as soon as you took notice of them, they wouldn't just drive past. They'd stop the car and get out, you know, because then the gull wing door would open and they'd flash with the gull wing door. But it's like, oh, and you're sitting there going, oh, you twat.
But didn't they put it in Back to the Future because it was a bit of a joke?
Yeah. Well, that's, you know, Marty even says, he goes, you made a time machine out of a DeLorean? You know, that's kind of, yeah, part of the gag.
That's because he was a bit of a joke at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, by that point it was, yeah. Yeah, that and Laker.
I think at that particular time he was, not very popular.
No. Because I think they'd gone downhill, wouldn't it? It completely gone bankrupt by the time Back to the Future came out.
Hence the drug deals.
Yeah, exactly.
Try and get a bit of money back.
That's right, yeah.
Is that what went down? There was drug deals. I knew that there was drug deals involved in it somewhere, but I'm not too sure of the actual story behind it. Do you guys know that?
Yeah, I think it was because he'd lost so much money and he wanted to, complete the project pretty much and carry it on. That, he dealt in a lot of drugs, but he dealt with a CIA agent, I think, who that was his downfall.
Oh dear.
So I believe. I could be wrong about that, but
no, I think
that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a bit of a grass, aren't they?
Yeah. They do that, don't they?
I don't think it was just grass, mate.
Wouldn't have paid for a car with that. Yeah, selling 50p baggies out the back of your DeLorean. Anyway, yeah.
Okay, right. Well, are there many others that you guys want to mention? Are there any?
Well, there's three that I think we haven't really done, which should be.
Okay.
But I will do two and see if you can spot the theme here when I was Googling. First one is Fab 1.
Lady Penelope's car.
Yeah.
Which one though? The original or?
Well, the original, obviously, because it's a Rolls Royce and it's fucking super cool in that sort of 60s retro style. And then the idiots for the film decided to turn it into an extended sort of concept car Ford that would do a Transformers thing and fly, and it looked rubbish.
Oh God. Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. But the other thing, which probably is one of those rare ones, I don't think anyone will remember, or maybe they will, and again, see if you can see the theme, was the Pink Panther car.
I used to have a toy of that.
Yeah.
It had like the pull cord thing. It had like a big heavy wheel in the middle and a pull cord.
That's it.
So that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, that was an awesome
Oh,
vehicle.
man, yes. I'd totally forgotten about that thing.
Yeah.
Because he drove it and some other people got out of it, didn't they?
That's right. The door opened in the side, and it was it was better than a gull wing because it was two parts.
Wow.
Oh, wow, there's a picture of the toy on Google as well with a big wheel in the middle.
Oh, I've just had a shiver go down my spine because of that.
Yeah, see, man, I win.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And the driver sits outside as well, don't they?
That's right, in the cockpit right up the front.
I'm feeling kind of sexy now.
Google pink cars and see what you get. Yeah, or rather, pink ride. Go.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, the Pink Panther car was awesome. It's such a weird, crazy design, especially with the toy, as you say, Hal. But yeah, I was Googling pink cars basically.
Right. It's the way it opens up though, and he used to step out of it. And it's all pink inside.
Yeah, isn't it got pink fur? I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it.
on the inside and the outside and everywhere.
It's definitely got a nap to it.
It's proper 70s, isn't it?
Yeah. You can imagine that as soon as you step out of that car, the first thing you've got to do is touch something metal to earth yourself.
Yeah.
There'd just be like 2 seconds of you walking along and you go up to the petrol pump and then you'd just be like, bang! That'd be it.
You got the earth straps connected to your wrist just in case.
To the outside chassis of the car.
Yeah.
Just to stop you from detonating any petrol pumps.
It'd be weird sitting in front of the front wheels as a driver.
Yeah.
That is a good point, yeah.
It's a very odd looking thing.
Because taking a corner it'd really skew you.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well you turn and you'd turn from the back, basically.
Yeah, you'd feel like you'd be floating.
Yeah.
Because you are just floating out in front of it. Oh wow. I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah. You'd be literally sitting there counting an extra second after you turn. Wouldn't you? You'd sort of go, I've gone across the gap where I should turn, so actually I've got to count to one, now I'll turn, and the rest of the car will go round. Because you're effectively sitting on the front of the bonnet.
Think of all the feet you'd cut off as well with that nose.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, I can't even see where the engine goes. I mean, to be honest, if 90% of it's hollow,
isn't it just behind the driver there? Isn't there a bit like a black sort of bit that sort of sticks up a bit?
It's probably
over
another
the front wheels.
It's probably another Beetle chassis.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about
that. Could be
that.
at the back there. Yeah, could be a Beetle-based thing.
Yeah, actually, it could be. Looking at that, especially the back seems quite fat, doesn't it? Couldn't be mid-engine, could it? Yeah. So there you go.
Wow,
Yeah.
I hadn't even thought about that. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. I've got 2 more up my sleeve, but like I say, I think one's got to be done, and the other ones are kind of fallback in case anyone doesn't think of it.
Okay. How do you want to drop some on us? Drop as many as you want.
I'm running out. I'm going to go for Johnny Cab.
Johnny Cab.
That looks like a spaz.
Johnny Cab being driven by a man that is essentially a head on a pole. Yeah, that sounds like Robert Picardo. Hold on, Johnny Cab.
And gets a bit cross as well when you jump the fare.
Yeah, that's it.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah, I was just seeing the car. Yeah. Wasn't that nicked? Wasn't the design for that car nicked from Blade Runner though? Wasn't that one of the background cars?
It does look very similar, doesn't it?
Yeah, because in Blade Runner you had lots of those kind of, which is essentially basically a wedge, wasn't it? Yeah. Huh, that's really cool. Well, it's not really. It's a bloody awful thing. It looks like the kind of thing that someone would put over the top of one of their electric, Motability scooters.
Mm.
A kit around your Motability scooter to make you look like you're going in some futuristic car.
Or if a child's drawn it, they've started to learn how to use a ruler.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a thing. What about you, Elton? What you got? Got any others?
Yeah, I'm just Googling one that just sprang to mind. It's I've only found one picture of it, and I'm having real trouble dropping photos into the Skype at the moment. But if you Google Hollyoaks, Jambo's car.
Oh, bloody hell. Oh, God, what was it? Bond.
I don't know what it was called, but
it's called a Bond.
An orange mouse car. 3-wheeler.
Oh, my word.
Has it come up for you?
Yeah.
Outside a building?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Rather scarily, it's come up right next to someone called Gemma Atkinson.
Oh, Gemma Atkinson. Wow.
Who appears to also be part of Jumbo's car. In the worst way. What the fuck is that?
I'm afraid, Gemma Atkinson is just a bit of a downer compared to us looking at these cars. What a shame.
No, I wasn't talking about Gemma Atkinson. I was talking about the car.
Oh no, let's talk about Gemma Atkinson. I've forgotten about her.
A Bond bug. Now, the link to take me to this car is called Escort Evolution. Do I want to click on that?
Yeah, I saw that as well.
I'm not entirely sure.
Let's hope they mean the car.
I was going to say, I'm not entirely sure after seeing pictures of Gemma Atkinson and a car that I really want to go to Escort Evolution. It sounds like some kind of nasty sort of home counties porn prostitute gig.
Right, I'm going to drop a link. It should be a safe one.
Yeah.
Right, please let that work.
Yeah, that's worked.
That's the photo I was looking at.
What the fuck is that?
I've seen one with mouse ears before. I thought that was actually Jambo's that had that. With the mouse ears. I thought he had that on his, but
yeah.
What is it with the one wheel at the front with a three-wheeler? Obviously, that's not a good design.
No, not at all. And what aerodynamicness would you get out of having two enormous plastic ears stuck on the roof? Either.
All you'd hear is ooh as he's driving along.
You should be like all the way along. And then the car would
aerodynamics was thought of too much looking at the design of that.
No, but you just only need one strong gust of wind. The thing go backwards on its wheels.
It probably doesn't have a reverse. It's probably got a small motorcycle engine, so it's probably for that.
Yeah, where's Jambo? He's been blown backwards down the M6.
Yeah. On stupid cars, I'm going to drop another one in because it is a really quick one. We all know it.
Yeah.
The Love Bug, Herbie.
No, fuck Herbie.
There we go.
Yeah, that is a stupid car indeed. Definitely.
I hated them. I love the car. I hate the films.
Fucking Herbie.
Although there were some great cars in the Love Bug.
There's
that Ferrari, isn't there? That is his nemesis is kind of driving.
Is Jodie Foster in that as well?
In the Love Bug?
60s film.
Possibly. I don't know. I don't remember. I have to say I don't like...
No, that was Bugsy Malone, wasn't it?
Yeah, she was in that as well.
Years ago.
I thought she was in Disney films as well. Very early on.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth Googling though.
No.
No. Anyone else want to mention? Because I've got one more to mention and then I'm going to get on to my Shonky Lab vehicle.
I've got a couple. And I'll just blast through them.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're on my list. First one, the Ford Falcon Interceptor 1974 from Mad Max.
Nice.
Yep.
Can't go wrong with that. Big muscly thing. And it always had that thing that seemed entirely impractical, which is part of your engine sticking out through the bonnet.
Looks like a Gatling gun sticking out, doesn't it?
Yeah, supercharger.
Yeah, the supercharger. Yeah. The second one I had listed down, and he said desperately now he's closed the fucking... I've closed my links. Oh, was the Aston Martin DB5 from Goldfinger.
Oh, yeah.
That was the one I was going to mention, yeah. I've got a collector's toy of this.
I could say that was another great toy that we probably all had.
Yeah. With a little shield that come up at the back and the...
Yeah.
Ejector seat.
Well,
and the bits that popped out the front as well. Wasn't there something that came out of the bumper at the front on the toy?
Right. Yeah, the bumper itself came out, didn't it? The whole thing came out.
Oh, that's right, yes.
And went some in gold and some in silver.
Yeah.
In the toy, with the toy.
Yeah. Yeah, you had little gold bars as well, I think, came with it or something. Well, if that's what you were going to say, I mean, the other one, which I think everyone's probably at home is probably screaming at us right now. Kit.
Oh, God, yes.
Of course.
Fucking
and car.
And car. Oh, yeah. Night Automated 2000. Night Automated Roving Robot. That was the evil car. Yeah. Those
Trans Am again.
I was going to say they were Trans Ams, weren't they?
Yeah.
With the eyes. And, going backwards and forwards.
Did you ever see the refit or the remake of Knight Rider? And it was
terrible, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was shockingly bad. It was it was 30 minutes of terrible TV I'd never want to watch ever again.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
Knight Rider 2000, it was called, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wasn't paying that much attention, I must be honest.
Yeah.
Wasn't it red?
Yeah, it was red, but I can't remember what car it was. Yeah, the car itself was bright red.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being red. I know that it was black, I thought.
No, because Kit basically gets blown up in about the first 2 seconds or something stupid like that. No, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the TV show where they rebooted the entire TV show. No, there was two.
Yeah, the reboot, yeah.
The reboot, yeah, where it was a black muscle car and it basically had it was like Transformer, wasn't it? It could sort of, panels would come out and it would kind of reorientate itself.
Yeah, it was alive. It was stupid.
Yeah, no. The one that me and Hal are talking about was the pilot one where they basically get rid of Michael Knight and Kit turns into this red Ford Mondeo with a nose cone on.
Talking of the lights on Kit, I remember back in the 90s I went holiday in Turkey and the only cars that they could kind of have then were like the Lada Revas. Remember the really square Lada things?
Yep.
And I remember seeing a bunch of youths all parked up on the hills smoking or doing whatever they were doing. And yeah, there was one of those cars that had the Knight Rider lights.
Oh my word. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Now,
right,
is that cool or is that not cool? It's a very fine line, isn't it?
It's not cool. It's the same as when you see chavs running up and down in a second-hand Corsa with tiny little blue lights in the bonnet.
Yeah.
Two fucking LEDs and a watch battery doesn't make you fucking Knight Rider. It just doesn't.
Knight Rider 2000, never seen that, never want to.
It even had, the bad guy was Stringer from X-Files.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if that helps any.
But what's the point in having a red car with the red flashy light? The whole idea of it.
It didn't have a red flashy light in it. What it had was it just talked to him. But the one you're talking about, the one you're thinking of, is the Mustang muscle car version, which kind of would change shape and change into all sorts of weird and wacky things. And 1 minute it looked like a standard Mustang, the next minute it looked like a 4x4, and then
I remember that.
Then it sort of had a sort of morph. Then it morph its nose out, and it would get more like normal Kit. And then it.
Who thought that was a good idea? Honestly.
Ford, I think. If I'm honest. But yeah, here you go. I'm going to just copy that and stick the. Yeah, that was the Knight Rider reboot, not Knight Rider 2000. Knight Rider 2000 was the red thing. That was
wow.
Shit. But no, that's that one I've just put in there.
That's the one.
And they had Car in that as well, except his lights were yellow because he was evil. There you go.
But that reboot one, it just doesn't look as impressive as the Trans Am, does it?
No,
it hasn't got the personality there.
No, but then, like I say, I mean, it was weird because it sometimes it would change and sometimes it would even change colour as well. You'd have black and white version, and then it just seemed to be like, it almost felt like it was whatever car they could borrow from Ford that week, and then they just put some red lights on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's the other version of it, because it would have pursuit mode and then it have sort of high powered mode or something like that, and it would just do all these different modes. But yeah, you had that, and then the other one I was going to say was Automan.
Yeah,
what?
No. I remember loving Automan. I don't remember much about the car though.
Ah, well, imagine doing Tron on about 50p. That would pretty much do you. If you put some blue reflective strips along the side of a Kit that looked like a Ford Escort. Probably no Ford. No, it was a Ford. Looked like a.
It looks like a
Lotus.
Countach slightly.
It's got a Lamborghini front on it.
Yeah.
Looks like some dodgy Countach kit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Look at them wheels.
Yeah.
Actually, the back of it looks like a Countach as well.
Yeah. I think they wanted it to be a Countach, but I don't think they could afford a Countach. So I think there was like
they made it out of cardboard by the looks of it.
Yeah, it was basically a plastic chassis around something, and they just put blue lines around it to make the blue lines look like a Countach. Because you'd notice that it would never be filmed during the day, and it would never be filmed in light. and it had this ridiculous thing about being was it working on games logic, because Automan was from video games,
right?
And so what it would do is he would be doing like 100 miles an hour, and then what he would do is when Automan turned left or right, he'd actually do 90-degree flips to the left and the right. The car would literally wouldn't turn. It would just go like light cycles. It would just go bang and just snap to the left and snap to the right.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Desi Arnaz Jr. inside would get thrown about like a fucking lemon.
Do you know, there's only one bit of Automan I remember, and we was on holiday, sat in a caravan watching Automan, and there was an episode where he was going through lights, and he spoke to the traffic light and changed it to green.
That's right.
He went through the traffic light, and the traffic light said back to him, "No worries, Automan." He carried on.
Yeah, he would go through the lights and go, "Thank you."
Yeah,
stuff like that. Yeah, because when you're a character from a video game, you can apparently speak traffic light,
and they can speak back.
Yeah, it's a magical world that none of us were aware of. Yeah, or it could just be a big pile of shit.
Yeah. Okay, right. Well, I think I'm out. I know there's a million other cars and stuff that we should be mentioning, motorbikes, etc. See, I knew we wouldn't have time for motorbikes and stuff like that.
Got to the motorbikes.
Yeah. How's there any other ones you'd want to dip in really quickly?
Yeah, just one quickly, and that's Dick Dastardly's car.
Oh, yeah.
As mentioned, Wacky Races.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, all the Wacky Races cars were brilliant. Yeah, Penelope Pitstop's pink one, the Crush Brothers, wasn't it? The two Captain Cavemen characters which were basically driving a rock with some stone wheels.
Yep.
And then there was the Red Baron, which was basically a 1912 sort of like fighter. And then there was the Creepy Coupe, which was the by the way, I'm doing this all from memory. Thank you very much.
The Anthill Mob was my favourite one.
Impressed.
Oh, the Anthill Mob, yeah. Yeah, shut up, dummy. And then, yeah, what was it? Yeah, the Creepy Coupe had, looked like an old haunted house. And it had like a dragon sticking out the top. And then there
bats
was like,
as well.
That's right. And a little fact for you. The haunted house that was on the back of the Creepy Coupe got reused for the opening of Scooby-Doo.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, they just basically made the cell bigger. Well, they basically zoomed in on the cell to photograph it.
Is that all Hanna-Barbera then?
Yeah.
Right.
There you go. Factoids.
Excellent.
There you go. Right.
Okay, I think it's time to go through the Shonky Lab official car.
Right, okay. Well, what's your official car then? Because you, it's your podcast, mate.
Well, if you've got any ones that you want to bring to the table...
Yes, I got one.
Okay, well, I'm going to mention one. I've got one other to mention as well. It's a vehicle. It's not per se a car, but it's a great mode of transport.
Okay.
So I don't know if that'll be allowed or anything. But the first one I want to mention, it was briefly mentioned by Lee earlier on. And that is the Pope Mobile.
The Pope. A spazzy ice cream car. Nice.
I think it'll suit us down to the ground.
I think it'd suit you down to the ground.
Yeah, and it's on TV because I've only ever seen it on TV.
Yeah.
So that counts.
I bet it smells of piss and disinfectant.
And lavender. And lavender.
Yeah. One of those car air fresheners that you got in the 1970s that had a wood traffic light smell.
The pine one.
Yeah.
Okay. Go on then, Lee. What would be your one?
My one would be the Deathmobile from Animal House.
Oh, to Google.
Yeah, hold on. Worry not. I'm going to paste
go on in
there. Basically, to ruin a. It starts off as a cake. It starts off as a cake float, and then this thing comes out the bottom of it.
It's a bit like it's attempting to be the original Batmobile, but not quite.
Yeah, but
is that a bust of Saddam Hussein on the front?
It's Stalin, I think.
Oh, Stalin.
Yeah, here's the cake. Here it is as a cake. You see, so to ruin the college float there, they go along as a cake, and then they come out as Deathmobile.
And what the hell is this on?
Animal House, National Lampoon's Animal House.
Oh, okay.
And it's just shonky beyond belief. I think that would soon this car's down to the ground.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Because you think it's one thing, and then it turns out to be something completely different. And in both terms, you're sitting there going, "What the fuck?"
Oh, brilliant! How have you got one to add to this?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it now.
Oh, okay.
I can't really find a decent picture of it, but it's back to Psychoville again, and it's Mr. Jolly's car, which is like a little clown car type thing.
Mm-hmm.
In red.
Okay, Mr. Jolly's.
There's not very much there, picture-wise, unfortunately. It looks like really old-fashioned type car.
Is it pink?
No, it's red.
Hang on.
The only car I can see is Mr. Jolly Lives Next Door, which was from what's it? Was it comic strip?
Oh yeah, the pink like rascal type van.
Yeah.
Well, that'll do.
There you go. What about you then, Elton? What's your second one?
Right, my second one, I've got to find a good picture. This isn't a car per se, but it is a mode of transport. And it hasn't been mentioned anywhere. I'm just going to get a photo. Hang on.
Is it the Ninky Nonk?
No.
Because that was my other shonky car. The Ninky Nonk.
I need a decent photo. Come on, hang on.
Well, tell us what it is. We'll Google it up.
Okay. The thing I would think would suit the Shonky Lab the best as a mode of transportation would be the hand pump train.
The hand pump train? What, you mean like the one that the hand carts that they've got in Blazing Saddles?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, where it's like the two guys on one guy on either side.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
One pushes, one pulls up, and then the other one pushes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to have a go at one of them.
Yeah, I'd like a go on one of them. It'd be great fun, wouldn't it?
I reckon that'll be about fun for about 5.5 seconds.
Yeah, second stroke, then you're knackered.
Yeah. I'm sticking with the Deathmobile now.
Fair play.
Based on that, it's got to be. Because anything that starts off as a cake cannot be bad. There you go. Cool.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, I think we'll leave it there for now. I'm sure we'll come back to this, either cars or other vehicles that we can use around to get around TV and films.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you very much to Lee and Hal for joining me this week.
No problems.
Pleasure.
Have you guys got anything to plug? Hal, have you got anything to plug that you'd like all the other listeners to find out about?
You can check out my band on Faceballs. It's called Duel, as in the film. And that's about it, really.
Is there a link?
I've got... just type in Duel on Facebook. And, yeah, it's there. It's kind of like... I've got a bit of a Royal Blood type setup, so I'm just playing bass with a drummer for a bass guitar. Yeah. So, yeah, if you want to check that out and have a listen.
Have you got a SoundCloud or anything like that?
Nothing like that at the moment. I haven't done anything for a while with it. So there's just a couple of songs on Faceballs. That's it. Okay,
fair enough. And Lee, yourself, have you got anything to plug? I don't know if you have or not.
Nah. No, you can hear me and you and Darren when he turns up and Jim on the Black Dog Facebook group, the Black Dog Podcast, which you can find at blackdogpodcast.com, and you can find it on iTunes, and soon it'll be back on Stitcher and TuneIn and Google Play, I think, is also something that's going on as well.
Yeah, I need to get into Google Play.
Yeah. I'm throwing it on everything now. And I don't know when this is coming out, but by the time you listen to this, we may be into the needs a conservatory season. which is either going to be Underworld, where Bill Nighy needs a conservatory, Deep Blue Sea, where Samuel L. Jackson needs a conservatory, Blood Rain, where Ben Kingsley needs a conservatory, or The Love Guru, where Mike Myers needs a conservatory.
Wow.
And you're getting out of seeing fucking Underworld, you bastard.
It's not my fault, it's work.
Don't blame work. You take responsibility for these things.
No, I'm blaming work. They want to send me on a basic electrics course. Not that I haven't been doing electrics for 20 odd years.
Maybe they're trying to tell you something. Did you do some electrics last week and then never heard back from the client because they fell down a lift shaft?
Don't jinx me like that, please. That I don't need that.
The curse of the Black Dog, my friend.
Yeah, if you are in court and listening to this, it was a curse. It wasn't an actual fuck up.
No, it was a curse.
No, and I'm going to move on from that. And Space.Jury, you're on Space.Jury as well.
Oh yeah, Space.Jury. Yeah, you can hear me and Pete Organ and Andy Plastides. And by the time you hear this, I think we will be doing, oh God, I can't even remember now. We've just done the TARDIS and Millennium Falcon and the Enterprise all in one, which kind of nearly broke all of us. So yeah, we might be taking it easy with a couple of really easy ships next week.
Good. Yeah, it's well worth a listen. I love that. That is my morning drive into work on a Monday.
Oh dear, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's not a way to start your week.
Well, for me, it's fine. It's fine. You can also catch me with Andy Plastides talking about Grand Prix at grandprixpodcast.com. It's about cars that go round and round, and if you don't like that stuff, it's very boring. But it seems to be doing quite well at the moment. Also, you can catch me and Andy on the Band of Brothers podcast, which is around about halfway through the series at the moment. So fingers crossed, once he comes back from America, we'll be able to record more episodes of that and get all that wrapped up for you. So it just leaves me to say thank you very much to Lee.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to Hal.
Thank you.
And you're both more than welcome to come on again, and I'm sure you both will at some point. And yeah, might as well just leave it here and there. Thank you very much, everyone, to listen in. Please go to iTunes, give us reviews and stuff like that. You know, all the good stuff that we all need for our podcasts to rise up the ladder that doesn't really exist. And it just leaves me to say, please leave quietly. This is a residential area.